Keira Knightley back on the big screen in a new movie called Colette. Now, look at the outfits, look at the scenery, the kind of movie with which she has come to be associated, the period pieces with all of those fancy costumes and romantic storylines. But Eli is here to tell us that Colette may look like more of the same, but there may be more here than meets the eye. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Tell me more.
So, I think I fell into the same trap where I see Keira Knightley in the beautiful cut. Okay, I know exactly where I am. We're talking Atonement. We're talking Pride and Prejudice. But this may be in part because of the true story it's based on, but I think really the character and why she wanted to play that character challenges our expectations of what you think of as a Keira Knightley film. So here we are in the beginning, late 1800s, and she plays Colette, country girl, and she falls in love with Willie. So there is Willie, played by Dominic West. You might not recognize him from The Wire. He's the big man about town. He's an author, a critic in Paris. And so she is brought to Gay Paris, the Belle Epoque. He brings her into the artistic salons. And this is where you first get a hint that there's something different about this girl. She's not impressed by these egomaniacal authors and posers, and there's a sense of disillusionment as she learns that her husband, Willie, basically he's a brand. He's been publishing other people under his name, and when he runs out of material and money, he says, why don't you write me something? And so he starts publishing stories that she's written about Claudine, and well, just take a look at how that's received.
Are you writing for him too?
Yes.
He's made you one of his ghosts already.
My name is Claudine. I live in Montigny. I shall probably not die there.
It's beautiful.
Now again, this is a true story, and Claudine, these stories, they became like the Harry Potter of Paris. Suddenly, everybody had to read what she had put on the page. And it's something about the way she captured the dreams and desires of a young woman. No one had really given teenagers and young women respect in the way that she did it. And suddenly, Claudine, it's not just a book. It's a brand of its own. It's a skin product. It's soap. People are cutting their hair to look like that woman. And so she is the toast of Paris. But of course, she's not, because she's still in her husband's shadow. So picture this. They just returned from the publishers, and the publisher's saying, when can you write more Claudine? And she had the temerity to admit that she may have inspired some of these stories. Well, let's see how that goes with the husband.
We're holding dynamite here. We've created something really powerful, and if it goes off at the wrong time, it could blow our bloody heads off.
Ollendorff is your publisher, Willie.
Yeah, well, Schwab also said something.
Schwab is part of the factory.
People love to talk. They praise it to your face, and then the moment you turn around, there's knives in your back. I understand the mentality here. You don't.
Well, I understand it well enough to write a book that's the toast of Paris.
And I love that, right? Exactly. Like, that's the trap she's in, where she knows she's written something that resonates, that is being appreciated. Obviously, she has insight, but she can't reveal who she is without ruining what she's done.
Oh, no. This is so good. I mean, I'm listening to you rapidly, and this, of course, was one of the toasts of TIFF when it came out. You were talking about how excited you were to see her in this role, in this film. How does she do?
I think she does great, and I think what I love, what we're so excited about is how she's challenging us. And you go into this movie thinking, oh, I know where this is going. You have no idea. And it's interesting, when I talked to her on the red carpet, she said, I felt taller when I played Colette. Because Colette refused to be defined by society's ideas of what a woman is at that time. And so there you see, suddenly Colette is dressing in three-piece suits. Suddenly Colette is in an open marriage with her husband. Suddenly Colette falls in love with a woman named Missy, a woman who feels that she's a man in a woman's body, a woman who is basically a transgender pioneer at that time. And now Colette is trading in her fancy dresses for different outfits. And then she's leaving the book publishing world and going on the road with a radical vaudeville production. And when she's pelted with fruit, when people aren't ready to accept what she's trying to tell them, well, let's look at her response.
Those people don't frighten me at all. Look, am I trembling? I will continue to pursue this because I want to. And if Paris won't have me, then so be it. I'll go elsewhere to make a living.
So you know, in many ways, that's the kind of Keira Knightley character we know, that resolve, that spine, that wit, but that she's found a story that resonates to today, that's set in the 1900s, but seems so progressive and modern. I will say the momentum as it goes from publishing to the theater world doesn't quite keep up, but it's still a fantastic film, 4 stars out of 5.